We're not doing that. If you are seeing advice that says, don't tell vendors it's a wedding and you don't pay the wedding price, I need you to hear this from someone on the vendor side who genuinely wants you protected. This is not a money-saving hack. This is a gamble with your entire wedding day. Please, I beg you, do not do this. First of all, your vendors are not out here secretly inflating prices just because the word wedding is attached. I actually did a whole video explaining the pricing, like the wedding tax, as you call it, on this. I will pin it. Please go watch it. It breaks it down, explains everything. It is important that you understand this. But more importantly, this is about contracts. When you book a vendor, you sign a contract for a specific type of event. If you tell your photographer it's a casual family gathering, or you tell your DJ it's just a birthday party, and they show up and realize it's a wedding, that's a breach of contract. They can legally leave. They have no obligation whatsoever to stay. So imagine your photographer shows up thinking they're doing relaxed family portraits, and they realize they're responsible for documenting your ceremony, your first kiss, your dance, your timeline, reception, all of it. They didn't price for that kind of pressure. They didn't prepare for that responsibility. Hell, they didn't plan to be there all day. They didn't agree to that level of expectation. So you're going to find yourself standing there in your dress, your wedding, and all of your guests, and no photographer. Or your florist brings like minimal arrangements because they thought this was like a casual dinner party. So they're not bringing like a ceremony backdrop that's going to be in every photo. Or your caterer realizes they weren't contracted for wedding level service and timeline coordination. This is not where you want to save. This is going to cost you money. If anything goes wrong, your contract is your protection. But if you have misrepresented your event, your protection is gone. And here's the part nobody talks about. Weddings require so much more. There's more coordination, the timeline precision, there's more communication, there's more liability, and there's more pressure. It's not a tax. Like I said, it's in the other video. Please go watch it. It's a completely different level of service. I'm all for being smart with your money. I love couples who are intentional and strategic with their budget, but breaching a contract on purpose, that's not strategy. That is a huge risk. So if you want to talk about saving money, let's talk about guest count. Talk about your priorities and where you can reallocate to budget wisely. But don't start your marriage by cutting corners in a way that could leave you without a vendor on your wedding day. Protect your peace, read your contract. Book your vendors for what they actually are.